Today, Precarious plays
Chrono Trigger.
Alright, it turns out I was a little too clever. We need another part of the sword before we go see Melchior.
Okay, so we don't have all of our busted old Masamune.
Right. So, we need to go to Tata's house.
Here?
No, it's the one to the south, I think.
Yeah. Nope. I left. I hate it when I do that. Look, there's a little man playing licky. Looks like he made it out of the mountains.
Forgive me. Truth be told, I plucked this badge from the floor of the tavern. Some besotted, froggish fellow dropped it as he stumbled out.
Frog is the hero.
Besotted?
He got drunk. He was sad.
I thought to sell it, see, but then everyone started calling me the hero when they saw it, and, well, I didn't know what to do but go along with it.
Maybe tell someone, kid. What?
But it's too much for me, this hero. Oh,
But it's too much for me,
I thought the dad came over to say something.
Yeah.
But it's too much for me, this hero business. I've had enough. Here, you can have the badge.
Thanks.
Oh, what was I thinking? I knew it turned out to be something like this. I'd ought to have seen it sooner.
Aww.
Oh.
He's got a little shield, though.
He does.
There's something important about Chrono Trigger that I don't think I've explained to you. This game sort of introduced, or popularized at the very least, popularized the concept of New Game Plus and alternate endings.
Yeah.
If there's a brief window, which I think we missed, because we went through the Millennial Fair and I didn't notice a teleporter, and maybe that's just a New Game Plus thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, at some point in the grand continuity of Chrono Trigger, there's a period of time where after you've met the little hero, you can go skip to the final boss. And it gives you a secret ending where he is convinced that he is a legendary hero, and he goes off alone to fight the final boss in your stead, I think.
Oh, that's so cute. And also, he dies. Right?
Probably.
Oh.
But there are a ton of different endings to this game, and I don't know how many of them we're actually going to see.
I hadn't considered that, but honestly, that makes enough sense considering this is Chrono Trigger. If this game doesn't have alternate endings, like...
But I think that's one of the reasons why it's so popular. It's because it was not... At the very least, more than a binary didn't really exist. Like, maybe a game had like a good ending and a bad ending, but Chrono Trigger just has like funny alternate scenarios and stuff, including one that completely shatters the fourth wall. And I think Luca and Marley have like a sort of a stereotypical Japanese like radio show kind of deal, like talk show together, where they're talking about various things from the game outside the game, and then Chrono shows up, and like this is the kind of weird little thing that I noticed in the wiki, because people are trying to pay attention to detail, but it just sort of comes off as obnoxious, because it's like, Chrono is a mostly silent protagonist, except for the one super secret out of canon ending where he talks.
And it's like, he's a completely silent protagonist. Except for 4 words.
I suppose he's not, well, I think that Chrono is like Link, where people regard Link as a silent protagonist, but he's not really, because he... Yeah.
Oh, hi.
People regard Link as a silent protagonist, but he's not. He actually, at least like in Ocarina of Time, for example, every time it brings up one of those text boxes and it gives you a choice of two things to say, that's Link speaking. He just doesn't speak often. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's, who's there? Ah, Chrono, what brings you here? Come to practice your swordplay?
Oh, I love him. I've come to give you a thing.
I'm surprised you found this place. That badge, is that... I see. So you met the lad. But there's not a thing I can do against the Fiend Lord. To fight him would require the legendary Masamune, which is... No, it matters little.
Well...
Even had I the blade, I've no right to wield it.
But...
Please, leave me be.
No.
A ribbit.
What is the shiny thing? Is that the handle? Yes, it's... Oh, somebody called it and it was me.
A broken sword hilt. This must be part of the Masamune. Something is written in archaic script. I will attempt to decipher it. R-O-I-H-C-L-E-M. Roinclem. Roy Clem. Oh. Error. I reverse the order. It says Melchior.
Melchior.
Yeah, I still can't get it. Yeah.
You're a robot, it's okay. Melchior? That guy from Medina Village? What is this name? What does this mean, Chrono? Like Chrono has the answers. He's just the stick holder. Frog.
There are none alive who could mend the Masamune.
Well, not here, but let me tell you. I know somebody.
And now we're supposed to go find Melchior.
Oh, I'm sorry. We took a scarf from Frog. I was checking to...
From his apple box.
I was checking it because it looked like it might be a rice cooker, and I thought that it would be really cute if Frog cooked rice in the woods. Bye. See you later. Thanks for the scarf, bro. Ugh. You know what?
What?
Cyclone Sweep. Just, oh, it was only hitting one of them! This is why patience is a virtue, everyone. I'm just gonna put it on auto. So while we sit here, how are we supposed to find Melchior if he's not in town?
I think he might be in town. I think that might be for clever clogs who are playing the game a second time.
Yeah.
Or in New Game Plus. And think like, I'll go to Melchior. Or it's for people like me who
had a guess.
Yeah, just had a guess.
Do you think he's in the inn? If I were a Melchior, I would sleep in an inn.
No, I think he might just be back in his house.
In his house in this era?
No, in his own time.
Oh.
Just, he might have gone out. So that way they didn't have to write a scene.
Where he's like, oh, here's half. Good job.
Well, it's half of a good job.
Yeah.
It can either be a job or a good. You pick.
These little pesky insects are just no fun. Okay, the animations are fun and their blue tongues are hilarious. But
I like when they get real tubby.
Yeah, where they get fat.
Yeah.
They go, I'm fat, I sit on your head. And it's like, no! Ouch!
Because inhaling the air we all breathe makes me heavy. It's a frog thing, you wouldn't get it.
Yeah.
Nice dodge.
It did it. It did do it. Okay, so wait, where is the portal around here?
Back across the bridge to the north. And then...
Up some mountains, right?
Yes. Eventually, the time travel gets smoothed out, but it's a reward.
Well, I would just like to mark this as the moment in time in our timeline where I found time travel so trivial that it made me make an ugh noise. We have made it. We have done it. Ugh. We have to walk all the way back.
Through time. You have to walk 400 years into the future.
Man, like, seriously, honor students at Hogwarts have better technology than this.
Well, what if I told you? I need to look up how to say that word.
What word?
I don't want to say. There's an element to this game, and I'm just now thinking about it.
Yeah.
And I've heard it pronounced a couple of different ways.
Oh, that means that there won't be a correct pronunciation, and we're gonna have to pick one.
Right.
We could maybe invent a new one, just to make everyone a little upset.
Nobody's happy.
Nobody's happy. Like, sometimes that can be the most fun. Like Jive. Like Jives.
I call them Jiffies.
There we are. We've made it back. Okay. Into the place.
I call them gifts. Oh, thank you. I call them gifts because of how you use them. Because it's like a little present you're giving someone.
It's like a little gift. But without a T.
Yes. We need to go through, well, we need to...
These poor fellows.
We have a couple of female spellcasters, and we need to get Robo a main.
A main?
Yeah.
Why?
It's for when we go through the wardrobe.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that makes sense. No, it makes 100% sense. I did not, that was not shade. No shade here, only bright sunny days.
We'll shave Chrono, and then fashion it into a main. There he is, you butt.
He was like, I went out. What do you want from me? You're not my dad.
I'm old. I needed more catheters.
Ouch.
Oh, you're back again. Come to see my collect? This sword. It's the Masamune. Ha! How did you get this?
Long story, champ.
What is that motion?
Why is your name on that sword?
That is a very long story.
You think your story is long, bub?
But that is the story you came to hear, is it not?
Yes. Yes, tell us about the Masamune! Is there any way you can fix it?
I could, were it possible for us to get our hands on some of the Dreamstone from which the sword was made.
Dreamstone.
I don't know if this is the voice I gave to Melchior before. Dreamstone. No record of such a substance exists in my memory banks. It's nowhere to be found anymore. It was a glittering red stone once valued even more than gold. Unfortunately, that was long, long ago. Longer even than you could imagine.
Bet I know where it is. Bet I know where it is.
If only we could go to long, long ago.
Not longer than the written language. Bet I know where it is.
Speak to him one more time because I want to know if they drop another hint. No. No.
Bet I know where it is.
Okay.
Is that where we go next?
Now we're supposed to go to 65 million BC.
How do I get out of this place? Why did I go to the basement? I'm just all turned around.
To the cupboard!
Which way is the cupboard? I don't remember whose house it's in.
I think it might be in the little orange ones up.
Up there?
There. I think that's the one. Yes.
Yep.
Sorry. We're so sorry about this.
We should really, like, pay them rent. Like, at least be like, listen, you can move, we can buy the place, we can pay you rent.
Ooh, hold on. Couple of things. You should go heal.
And save?
Yeah, heal. And then save. Ah, not quite. I think every like 10 on multiples of 10 you can go to Sensei. Hold on, go to Sensei anyway for a different reason. And you're the one through the door to the north. And he'll teach you a new level of spell. But I don't think that I think that Robo can learn magic. So talk to Sensei.
Hey, man. Specchio.
You reined the voice back in after a while.
I don't remember what I did with this goofy poofy.
Well, just look into his big dopey face, and what does your soul say?
What's with this big clunky thing? Sorry, buddy, but, well, you aren't alive. Got a great inner strength for what it's worth. It's just, you aren't descended from the ancient magic users, so you're never gonna be able to cast spells. Your laser weapons and whatnot should suffice, though. They can inflict shadow damage, kind of like shadow magic. What do you want? You looking for some practice?
No, thank you, Sensei.
Anytime, friends. After all, I am the Master of War. Bye.
That's disappointing. I thought that he could learn, like, straight up shadow magic.
Oh.
Oh well.